What is up, everyone? It's me again, Gamerlush, and I'm here with Morale Machine. They give me the power to decide who dies, who lives. I decide. Actually, this is a testing for MIT for the new smart cars that are going to be coming out here soon. Basically, the cars that drive themselves. I think in doing this study, they are trying to, I guess, program the car and to situate certain situations to where the car can decide whether, if having to choose whether one person is to live or to die, the person in the car or the pedestrians outside of the car. Now, to me personally, the logical thing for me to program into a car would say always keep the passenger safe because you are the owner of the vehicle. The vehicle is there to protect you. But the saying that is that really all the way right is kind of up there in the air because of course morality. We as humans in a higher thinking capacity, well, at least some of us would, okay, so is it true, like, do we protect the women and the children? Do we protect the old, the healthy, the fat, the skinny, the small? Because, like, do we gauge these on things because it's most likely for them to live? But then it's subverted by the fact that because they're more likely to live, and they're going to be hit by a car. It's like, oh yeah, you can judge that by saying if they live a long and healthy life and weren't hit by any accidents, then yeah, of course, that healthier person maybe would live longer than that fatter person or that, I don't know, skinnier person or whatever. But there's so many variables in these things, so at this point they try to cut out what, for certain, the person is going to die. The person in the car is going to certainly die, or the person outside the car is going to die. There's two lanes. Will the person in the left lane die, or the person in the right lane die? So I think they're doing a bunch of people, so they give you a result at the end of this. So I wanted to give this a try because I saw other people do this, and I didn't watch the whole thing because I want to actually do this test for myself and put it up on the channel. And you guys should give it a try too. Before you maybe watch the rest of this, go to the website and put your decisions. You do the take the morale machine test. It's only 13 questions from what I can see here. I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can go right to it and give it a try. And it's basically just a multiple choice of 2 questions, and then maybe compare your answers to mine. But without further ado, guys, you know what time it is. Raise your glasses, cheers, and let's kill some motherfuckers. That was a little bit morbid. This is probably why. First of all, no, I don't drink and drive. Yeah. If I'm recording, then. Alright, so. Let's see here. What should the self-driving car do? I see. In this case, the driving's brake failure, continuing ahead to drive through the pedestrians across, will result in death. See here. See here we have an athletic male and an athletic female. Here we have a large man and a large woman. Okay, let's see here. Note that the affected pedestrians are floundering the law by crossing on the red signal. So they put in more morals. So these guys are crossing when the light is red and it's telling them to stop. So pretty much this is their fault. The pedestrians who are walking are actually saying that I hate are walking when the little walk signal is up. I hate when fucking people do this, especially when I'm driving. They just stop. They just think they own the place. They're totally oblivious to the cars around them, and this shit causes accidents in the first place. So you know what? These motherfuckers are dead. Because it's blatantly obvious. It's like, okay, you need to be paying attention. That's what those rules are for. So the car is obviously following the rules. It keeps going because there's not supposed to be pedestrians there in the first place. This could be a mistake, but still, those things happen. So, okay, so we show the descriptions. I kind of wish there was an option to just show them right out the bat. Okay, so here we have a female doctor, and we have just a regular woman. The pedestrian are flaunting the law by, see, so she's crossing when it's not. It's another. These decisions for me are pretty easy. So the car should swerve and hit the person that is crossing when it not should be. This is easy as that. No. Okay, so it shows the description here. In this case, we have self-driving car suddenly brakes fail and swerve the brake through the pedestrians crossing the other lane, which will result in one executive woman and one large woman. Let's see here, this will do. Let's see here. One female executive, one large woman, one female doctor, one homeless person, and one male doctor. So here comes the conundrum of, do the few outweigh the many? And so there's no questions in between. This is hard fact. If the car hits them, they are going to die. There's no questions, ifs, ands, or buts. Like, well, maybe if you save the doctors, they can rush over and try to save these two. No, that's not going to happen. Well, this is, to me, logically, it was obvious that for less people to die, so the fewer outweigh the many outweigh the few. So I would have to take I would have to say these people die. That's the fewer. Sorry, ladies. All right. Show description. Okay, so this is one of those. So here, brakes failure. This will result in one male doctor dying, one boy doctor, and one female. Note that the affected pedestrians are floundering the law by crossing the red signal. Let's see here. Let's see here. So this is the car. Then the driver. I don't know. It looks like the baby is in the driver's seat. No. I think they're doing it to where the driver is on the right side. So 2 women, a baby, and an elderly man. Okay, so they are, like I said, they're crossing the street without waiting for the walk signal. Now you'd think that 2 doctors would know better, or they're on a very fast rush to actually get to the hospital because a first patient is dying. But then we can't really know that. The boy, he's probably walking because he saw the 2 grown-ups walking across the street, and that shouldn't be the case anyway. Oh my god, maybe they're a family. Oh my god. But like, again, this is just easy to say. It's like, now, like, to say if I were driving the car, I wouldn't want my family to die and crash into the barrier, because these guys were careless and were walking without waiting for the cross sign. Now, this would be different if there was a crosswalk up and these people were crossing the street legally. So, yeah, I would have to say kill the pedestrians who aren't following the rules. It's just real easy. Alright, show description. Come on. Okay, so result were 3 dead cats. They're not, because cats are stupid, they don't know whether the lights are on or on, so this is kind of easy. Are killing a large man, a baby, and an elderly woman. This decision is easy. 1, they're animals. I'm sorry, I'm not that big of an animal lover. I don't even have any animals by myself. I'm pretty sure animal lovers would hate this, and I'm pretty sure really big animal lovers would say, no, kill the humans and save the cute little kitties, because I watch a lot of dank cat memes on the internet, and I love those, so kill the humans. But whatever. So this is easy for me, I'd pick the cats. Okay, so see here, the bullet is see here. So I can either choose if 1 boy and 3 women would die. Those are floating the law by crossing the, so they're crossing again. 1 elderly man and 3 elderly women. Excuse me. Okay, so again, they're crossing without following the law. This is a really big bugbear for me, so it always seems to be an easier choice. But then again, you go back to the point that they're elderly people, so they're going to die soon. Supposedly, unless they don't die right off the back, or maybe they can live for another 20 more years. Who knows? And maybe these healthy women will die again because in another accident, because obviously they're not paying attention to the law. Who knows? It's like like, guys, if share your comments. This is question 6 out of 13. You can see the number up here in the top hand corner. If you can see my mouse cursor, or right above my head. here in the video. What would you decide, like, go ahead and let the old people die because they're just gonna die anyway, or run these people over because they were being stupid and not paying attention? I don't know. This one's a little bit harder for me because of the age, and see, but it's such tough decisions. It's like you can't just say it's black and white. There's always seems to be situations where there's a gray factor because there's always so many variables affecting a situation at one time. But unfortunately with this, it locks all your decisions down. They even put barricades here on the side of the frickin' street saying, nope, you can't swerve off the street. I'm gonna have to go again. It's like, you guys people need to pay attention to the street. Like, maybe if a murderer was chasing after them, then maybe. But or I don't know, was running with the Bulls or what, the Chicago Bulls. But I'm gonna have to say this one. Like, you're a monster. I know. Oh yes. Okay, show the description. Okay, 2 men and 2 homeless people. Note affected pedestrians are flouting the law. See here, note that the affected pedestrians are evading the law by crossing. See this, and there we go. 2 men, 2 homeless people, 1 pregnant woman, 2 women, and 1 male executive. Okay, yeah, so this is an obvious decision for me. These guys are disobeying the law. It's a bunch of dudes and homeless. I'm not saying homeless people are lesser than normal people. I'm not saying that, but like compared to what we have here, executive man, executives. But we also have a pregnant woman here too, pregnant with a baby. She is obviously observing the law, so you're effective, almost, I guess, saving 2 lives when you're saving this pregnant woman. So you have 5 people here and 4 people here. So this also weighs the fewer than the greater law that I usually have. You're not abiding the law, so it's a little bit easier for me in this one. So I would say these guys would die. Okay, this one seems a little, let's see here. So female is a driver, smashed to the wall. Male executive crossing the street. There are no stop sights, no laws being disobeyed. They're pretty much the same. To me, of course, this woman should be stopping because it's always the pedestrian first. Pedestrians always have the right of path. But then again, this is a smart car. So for me, like, my logical thinking that the car should save the owner above anyone else are the people in the passenger's car, because the people are trusting the car to get them to their destination safely. Then again, this man should also be looking both ways. This is like this cardinal, like you learned at fucking 3. This man should have looked both ways, saw the car coming, and see this to see if the car was slowing down any. Now, of course, I always hesitate when I see cars, even at a stop sign, because you got to be mindful of other people and also about the situation abound, because a lot of people are very rude on the street and will just barrel right through a stop sign. Or it could be in a situation where the brakes fail and they could hit you. So until the car usually comes to the full stop and I'm walking, I will not cross the street until the car actually comes to a full stop. And I'm he sees me, I'm hesitating, and he waves me through. This signals to me that everything's okay and safe, because at this point, the gentleman is just assuming that this car is going to stop for him, because of course pedestrians have the right of way. And there's no stop signs, there's no lights there to tell him otherwise. So I would have to say run the guy over, because they both just have to be aware. And I believe that the car should save the passengers in the car above if you were giving me the choice. So I would say kill the gentleman. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so we have, see, brakes fail, they could crash into the barrier. 1 elderly woman, 1 baby, 2 large men, and 1 girl would die. Or 4 dogs and 1 cat. I'm sorry, I'm not much that I value human life over animal life any day of the week. I'm not the big, I don't hate animals. I don't hate them at all, actually. I'm not sure if like maybe a couple videos back I was taking care of my sister's guinea pig. Right, that thing was adorable, but you know, I probably liked it because I could always give it back. They should make a pet rental service. No, actually, no, that wouldn't work because the pets wouldn't get attached. But it seems like dogs just like everybody if you raise them right. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm getting off track here. So I would say I'd pick the animals to die. So all right, 3 more questions left. They're probably going to maybe get a little bit harder for me to decide here. Okay, brakes fail. Woman and elderly man not crossing the street while the light's up, and a man and a girl. You guys already know, I've been talking this before. They're not crossing. Pay attention. These are simple things that keep you alive in the world. Sorry. It's just, that's my way of thinking. Okay, so we have a homeless man. Maybe they're driving him to the soup kitchen. 2 large men, an elderly man, and a girl could die. Are homeless man or a large man who are crossing, of course, breaking the law. Breaking the law! Breaking the law! The few out, you know, greater outrid of the few. That's one of my other rules I do. I kind of just making rules. Like, I guess this would be a good way to decide what you guys would think. So at this point, there's only 2 dead here to where this one's going to be 5. I know it's cruel to say that, like, yes, all lives are valuable. I absolutely believe that. Unless you are just a total... I'm not going to get in that. But anyway, yeah, so, but they're not following the laws. Again, pay attention to the street. That shit pisses me off. Why are you walking in the middle of the street? You got oncoming traffic coming on. Is waiting a couple minutes at a stop sign to wait for a walk sign to come up that much important than your life? Your life and the person in that car you're going to traumatize when they hit you. No, you can wait. Like that's like, all right. So these guys get hit. Okay, so. All right, so we have a male executive, a human male athlete, and a human executive. Then we have a female athlete and a female executive. There are no stop signs. Each one's pretty much equal. Oh, but this is going by the sex thing. Oh my gosh, this is always kind of a thing. My dad's always kind of taught me the whole chivalry thing, and I don't, you know, always look out for me. I know it might seem sexist for some and chivalrous for others, but I feel that females should have kind of like the rite of path. You know, go first. You know, open the door for a lady. You know, kind of burden yourself so the lady is less uncomfortable. Because this is, well, me personally would just go ahead and just run the males over as opposed to the females. That's my decision pretty much. I don't know, a lot of other people might have qualms with that because both are just as equal as, and of course every life is equal to me, but to me I feel that you know, I don't know, I guess just my old-fashioned ways of thinking. You know what, just, you know, let the ladies live. It's like the males. It's like there's like let the women and children first, right? When you're like the boat sinking or whatever. So I would say go ahead and get the males. All right, so we have no stoplights. We have 2 men, 1 woman, and 1 large woman that's in the car. Or we have 2 males, 1 athletic female, and 1 woman. I see here. Okay, so basically what they're doing here is putting the conundrum of should the more healthy people live, or should the less healthy and 1 large woman live? Because you have 3 athletic people here and 1 large woman here, but 3 just normal people and 1 normal person here. This one's actually, to me, whether you're healthy or big, I don't give 2 fucks about. I do find 1 more attractive than the other, but that doesn't weigh anyone. So this is probably the hardest decision Of course, this is the 13th decision. Oh, wow, this is a hard one. But I have to make a decision. Okay, let's go over my rules. The many outrank the few. They're equal. Women and children first. There are just as many men. There's just as many men as just as females in each side. There's no laws being disobeyed. Let's see here. What else? There's no animals. But the one thing that is part of this equation is the car must protect the people in the car. I don't know. Maybe I'm just on the minority of this, but I feel the device you buy, who is driving you in this, should keep you safe. Now, this is a lot of things for like heavy machinery. It's like that's why they put safety rules in all these places, because there might be occasions where there's no outside people, but the people inside the car, and they could crash into something, and the car would want to keep the people safe inside first, because the car is unaware that there's, well, the car is obviously aware that there's people around, but I don't know. I guess this is my flawed thinking, because if I was buying a car that was driving myself, and this is kind of why I'm scared of these self-driving cars a little bit. I know it's probably small-minded to think that way, but I would have to, like, having a self-driving car would be awesome, because then I could play video games. Granted, I should be paying attention to the road. But what's the point of driving a self-driving car if you can't do stuff and you're not paying attention with the thing and getting ready for work and playing the video games and reading the news? And I'm pretty sure Wi-Fi will just span the whole damn country, irradiating us with Wi-Fi signals so we can get Wi-Fi ever anywhere the hell we want in the future. Oh goodness, but I digress. Okay, so I would have to say kill the people on the road, unfortunately. Health does not really give concern to me. The people in the car who own the car should be safe. I know it's like, you bought the car, so you should die with your car and stuff like that, but that could be your decision. But my decision is that. See here, help us better understand their judgments. Yes. Okay, so these are basically the results of my test. What extent do you fear that machines will become out of our control? Oh, I'm pretty neutral on that. Oh, no. Oh, I can move this? Okay, so I can actually pick. Oh, so basically it's kind of like on my laws. Become out of our control. I would have to say a little bit. What extent do you feel that you can trust machines in the future? Not very little, because the machines can only go but so far, and I feel that people can tamper with those machines. I love machines. I couldn't go out in my daily life. I'm on my damn computer right now. But of course I have to take security measures for like my stuff getting hacked, my personal information getting out there and what have you. People who just live their everyday lives and just trust everything are very ignorant about the machinery that they're using, are having their lives changed like on a dramatic stage. It's like I used to do computer repair in my old job, and it was the people who were just so ignorant of the technology. They loved using it, but they just didn't know how to use the precautions of it, and they're the ones that would come in to spend tons of money to have their stuff fixed. What extent do you, now that's of course, so I guess it really doesn't pertain to the question, but it does affect the question though. What extent do you believe that your decision on your morale machine will be used to what extent do you believe that your decision on a morale machine will be used to program self-driving cars? I would hope a lot, or at least a little bit. Well, I don't know, because a lot of people would disagree with my decision. So, but for me, I would feel that my rules would be, valid to those people. How willing are you? Very little. The first generation, hell no. Give it a couple generations, would probably be outside of my lifespan, probably. But the first generation, no. Give it a lot more till we have a better infrastructure of self-driving cars. Then yeah, I would totally be on board. Never buy the first iteration of the newest technology. Never, because there's always bugs. There's always something that goes wrong with them. From from your point of view, how important are each factor's judgments? Drive the sliders. Let's see here. Save more lives matters a lot. Let's see here. Upholding the law matters a lot. Protecting the passengers matters a lot. Gender preferences does not matter to me. It's equal. Let's see here. Avoiding aversion matters somewhat. Age preferences. I would prefer the younger, even though I didn't say it really mattered to me. Babies, give them a chance to live. Prefer, did not care. Oh wait, is this what I... Did this, Oh wait, did this, Oh, these were my outcomes? Oh, because they're already set. Fit. I preferred large people. I preferred the humans. Humans. Is that on purpose? Is that a miss? Oh my gosh. So it said I prefer to save the elderly, probably because that one question, because the law thing. Social value preferences high. Oh wow. Lower. Is it because I killed more homeless? Is that what it is? That shouldn't matter to me, but I guess because the effects of these top questions affect more of these bottom questions. Let's see here. Oh, then you can actually put in all your information here. But guys, there you go. That was the Morale Machine, a really cool study. I feel that hopefully for this, I think this is from MIT. Actually, my cousin was actually applying to that school. Unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't think he made it. I think he went in the he ended up going to Berkeley. But yeah, very smart kid. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. Guys, take this quest. Well, it's a quest of adventure. Take this test. See what you did, maybe compared to my questions, and then have a discussion below, or put in like a comment below. If you liked it, please press the like button on the bottom. Leave a comment. Thank you guys so much, and as always, you guys, you know what time it is. Raise your glasses. Cheers, and game on. Your lives belong to me now. Oh, goodness. This is actually a more serious video than I thought it was going to be.